Welcome to the 2-Minute Tech. In this 6-part series, we will discuss the operation and setup of economizers in the Renaissance non-DDC commercial platform. In this episode, we will go over the basics of programming the Honeywell Jade Economizer controller for free cooling. Understanding how outdoor conditions play into the free cooling operation of an economizer is important. If the wrong enthalpy zone is selected, it could affect the potential savings or cause an uncomfortable environment in the space. Improper selection of the enthalpy zone is the biggest cause of economizer problems. Which zone is needed? To answer that, we have to take a look at the ASHRAE 90.1 standard. The standard divides the United States into 3 humidity categories: Zone A, the moist; Zone B, the dry; Zone C, the marine; and 8 climate and temperature zones 1 through 8. 2 points determine the climate zone. For example, Atlanta, Georgia would be climate zone 3A, and San Francisco would be in zone 3C. Based on the climate zones, the standard requires specific dry bulb temperature cutoff points for economizers. These points are when the economizer stops the free cooling operation. For enthalpy controlled economizers, such as the Honeywell Jade Economizer controller, the standard states that the economizer is to shut down under one of 2 conditions: an outdoor air temperature greater than 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or an enthalpy greater than 28 BTUs per pound of dry air. Single enthalpy economizers are controlled by choosing an enthalpy changeover boundary point. In the Honeywell Jade Economizer controller, the enthalpy zone set points are ES1, ES2, ES3, ES4, and ES5. Each enthalpy zone sets a boundary line. When the outdoor conditions are to the left of the boundary line, free cooling is available. When it is to the right of the boundary line, free cooling is disabled. When choosing the correct enthalpy zone, we need to look at the outdoor air condition versus the return air condition and the thermostat setting. The enthalpy zone should be set so that free cooling occurs when the outdoor conditions are equal or better than the indoor conditions. In an example, if the thermostat is set to 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a 50% indoor relative humidity, the appropriate zone would be ES2. This would allow for the maximum free cooling opportunities without the potential of undercooling the space. The ES1 set point would cause overheating of the space by bringing in outdoor air warmer than the thermostat set point. Selecting the right zone is critical to ensure a comfortable space for the occupants. To change the setting on the Honeywell Jade Economizer controller, select the set point menu and press the enter button. Press the down arrow to get to enthalpy curve. Press the enter button and use the up and down arrows to change this setting as required for your installation. Press the enter button again to confirm the changes. Always seek advice from a local mechanical engineer or code enforcement officer regarding the specific requirements in your region. This completes the enthalpy setup of the Honeywell Jade Economizer controller. See the next video on testing the economizer with the checkout operations. This concludes this episode of the 2-Minute Tech.